Well, we're headed to England for a month. I'd say that calls for a travel capsule wardrobe, wouldn't you?
Like, ride with me if you ride with me, you can slide with me if you feel like. Ride with me if you ride with me, you can slide with me if you feel like.
Hey there, fashion friends. Welcome to today's episode. I'm very happy that you've joined me here today. If you are new here on this channel, I speak to finding our confidence in our own personal style, nobody else's, but as well as that, help to find approaches to finding pieces that you absolutely love so that you can build and curate a wardrobe that you're gonna have for years and years to come. But as well as that, I like to share little tidbits on my own personal style that is edgy chic minimalist. So if that sounds like something you'd like to join in on, make sure to click the subscribe button as well as the little bell to get notified when I post my new episodes. Okay, so yeah, like I said, we are headed to England. If you didn't know, my husband is originally from England, and we actually haven't been there for over 2 years. We actually haven't seen family from England for over 2 years because of COVID. So we are so excited to be going, and that is why we are taking a whole month to go, because I think we have a lot of lost time to catch up on. When it comes to packing, I like to be as minimalist and as efficient as possible because I do not like to travel with baggage. No, yeah, pun intended, definitely. The nice thing about a month is it's a month. So it's like, there's no big deal in like repeating outfits. We're staying with family most of the time, so we can easily do laundry, so not a big deal. I've decided this time I want to create a capsule wardrobe. So that is what I'm going to be talking about here on today's video, is how I pack for a month's travel with a capsule wardrobe. Yeah, so let's get started. Okay, so step number 1 is download the Open Wardrobe app. Yes, which is our sponsor for today's video. Open Wardrobe is an app that you can upload your whole entire wardrobe so that you can have all of your pieces right at your fingertips. If you like to keep track of your outfits, you can create your outfits and save them as well. What's even more fun is you can now connect with your friends so that you can share your outfits with each other. You can even style each other and really be able to inspire each other from wherever you are in the world. But now you can also follow your favorite stylists like me. What's great about this is you can now follow along with me on the app when I am creating these different wardrobes. And with that, you can always have that to refer back to when you are going to create your own wardrobe and needing that sort of inspiration and guide for yourself. And lastly, but definitely not least, is it's free for you to use. Cannot go wrong. So make sure that you click the link down below to download it for yourself and try it out. As well as that, make sure to share it with your friends so that you guys can connect, can style each other, inspire each other, and just have an all-around good time. Step 2 is use a rolling rack. If you don't have a rolling rack, you can easily just lay your pieces out on the bed or on the floor. For me, I have a rolling rack, so I love to use it to be able to really see what I'm working with, and just makes it easy to kind of move around. Or maybe it's just even using the app. Maybe you're just strictly using the Open Wardrobe app where you're just gonna upload one at a time and kind of make sure things are working together. But either way, just make sure you have some sort of visual that you can kind of bring the pieces in and separate it from the rest of your wardrobe to kind of help you focus and kind of not have the rest of the noise of the closet. Step 3 is figure out your quantity. So this, I don't think you have to overthink too much. I think relatively, you know the amount you want to bring in. I always find the best thing to do is have a limit. So a great way to have a limit is by choosing your suitcase and saying, I'm not going beyond this suitcase, this is it, that's it. Okay, so for bottoms, I normally go with 1 per week I'm going to be gone, or 1 per style mood. Maybe 1 casual, 1 sophisticated, 1 more dressier, sexier pair, so that you're covering all those style moods, that you're covering all those bases. So me being gone for about 4 weeks, I'm going to be bringing 3 to 4 bottoms. For tops, I normally go with 1 basic per week and 1 button-up shirt or blouse per every 2 weeks. For layers, I usually go the route of choosing a layer per style mood that I'm gonna need for the trip. So usually I'm gonna have at least 1 casual layering piece and at least 1 kind of sophisticated, more dressier layering piece, but just depending on what's going on, you can bring more or less. For me, for a month-long trip, I'll probably go with at least 3 layering pieces. For outerwear, if it's needed, I normally just bring 1 outerwear piece, unless you need, you know, multiple style moods. Like if you need a casual and a more sophisticated dressier one, then you could go that route. But I'd say for the most part, you know, I usually just bring 1 outerwear piece. For footwear, I usually bring 1 pair of shoes per style mood needed for the trip. So for my trip, I'm gonna basically only need a casual pair and a more sophisticated, edgier, dressier pair. So it'll be more like a sneaker and a boot. Accessories, it's really to your comfort level. For me, accessories aren't a massive priority for me. I'm very minimal with my accessories. So I usually just bring my go-to accessories, which is usually my rings and a few just basic heirloom gold necklaces that I have. I might bring some fun little things like this or like a scarf. And then depending on the season, I will usually always bring at least 1 hat. Okay, so step number 4 is go through all 5 capsule wardrobe steps. If you're not familiar with my capsule wardrobe steps, I'll definitely link down below my, you know, how to build capsule wardrobe videos that will definitely go real in depth into how I create my capsule wardrobes. And how I do that is just with 5 simple steps. I find my anchor pieces, which are the pieces that are going to be the core, the anchor to your wardrobe, and all the other pieces are going to revolve around. So one of the pieces is my Lululemon Align legging. And I'm basically just bringing these because they're kind of diverse, because I can wear them if I'm going to work out. I probably won't be doing any like intense workouts, but if I just want to go for like a nice walk or do a bit of yoga or something, these will just be an easy thing that I can wear. But as well as that, I can still wear these, you know, for an everyday look if I want a more comfier, you know, athleisure type look. Then we've got a pair of just black Everlane chinos. Yeah, I'm just bringing these because these are, again, they're very diverse, they're very comfortable, just nice, easy, breathable fabric, just goes with pretty much everything in my wardrobe. So I know that I can bring these and get a lot of use out of them. And lastly, I've got 2 pairs of jeans. So I'm bringing a pair of straight-legged, bringing a pair of straight-legged selvage denim. These are just more of like a relaxed fit. And I love these because, again, they're just super comfortable and they really just, they go with everything. Like I can put these with any of the shoes I'm bringing, any of the tops. I know I'll get a lot of use out of that one as well. And then the other pair of jeans is just a pair of mousy tapered skinnies, so that I have just another option for a jean fit, for a denim fit. So we've got 2 different silhouettes. Again, just bringing some diversity to what I'm bringing. Then we go to the pairing pieces that are going to pair with the anchor pieces. All of the pairing pieces need to go with all of the anchor pieces. Okay, so now we are looking at pairing pieces. Yes, so I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pairing pieces. So we've got just an oversized button-up shirt, black. Again, it's pretty obvious why I'm bringing this. I love button-up shirts. I think they're super diverse, and obviously it being in black and oversized, I know I can, you know, style this in multiple ways. Another key thing with pairing pieces is you want to make sure they're going with all of the anchor pieces, and this does just that. I've got another, this is a boxy Oxford shirt, and this I'm just bringing because it's a totally different silhouette to the black one. So it just gives me another option. It not only gives me another option, you know, silhouette wise or fit wise, but it also gives me just another option with color and print. My little go-to Pima cotton turtleneck from Everlane. I've got a few different colors of these, so it's hard for me to choose the color, but I did decide to go with this because I knew there were a few more pieces along the way that were going to work with this color. It is like my go-to thing. Even in the springtime, I love turtlenecks because it's a great layer to have, because it's a great layer you can put stuff on top of, and it's a great layer that you can have on its own. I've also going to bring a black turtleneck. This is a more airy cotton type turtleneck, a little bit more relaxed fit, a little more drapey. So it's just kind of giving a different fit to the Pima cotton one, which is very form-fitting. And then it's just giving me another color to work with. Just a basic long sleeve V-neck, just because it's great for layering. Black crew neck t-shirt to just add a little option of another color. the crew neck, this crew neck white t-shirt. Then we have the layering pieces that are going to layer on top of those pieces, and they also need to go with all of the pairing pieces and all of the anchor pieces. I've got 4 different layering pieces here, and they kind of all touch on a certain function. First one is a varsity sweatshirt cardigan from Everlane, you know, something to sort of freshen my black, white, and gray. This type of stuff, you know, the more sweatshirt, softer type materials I love because they're just really durable, they're really comfortable, and they're really diverse. So I just know this will be a go-to and I'll get a lot of use out of this. Then we have my favorite turtleneck sweatshirt, and you know, I love stripes. Can never go wrong with stripes. And it's just, again, it's a fun way to add a bit of interest, a bit of dimension to my more neutral color palette. Then I wanted to bring just another texture to kind of play with and another silhouette. So I brought the boxy turtleneck cashmere sweater, re-cashmere sweater. And I wear this quite a lot because it's just super easy to just throw on over anything and you look super chic and elevated like that. And of course, my go-to double-breasted black blazer. I debated on bringing my new oversized 80s blazer, and I do love that. I did decide to bring this because it's a little bit thicker, and so I thought it just might be a nice layer for those cooler spring days. So you can clearly see now that we've got a very established color palette. You know, everything's kind of circling back to each other, and even to the point of like the caramel brown or the cognac brown, you know, tying in with the stitching on my selvage denim, you know, no detail unturned. Then we have our top off pieces. The top off pieces are going to be the pieces that are going to top off the look, which is normally going to be your shoes, your coats, your jackets. Okay, so the first top off piece is this long MAC overcoat from Everlane. It's just real light, it's real thin layer. It's not waterproof, but it is water resistant, so this will be great for England. Just really practical. I love the length. I love that it adds that drama. It's just gonna be something that's super easy to just throw on with anything that I'm wearing, whether it's dressy or casual. Then we have my high top sneakers from Converse, the Comme des Garçons. These I recently got because I've been on a mission to get these for a while, but they always seem to be sold out of the ones I specifically want. So when they came out with these, I was on it. I was on top of it. So I'm bringing these along because high top sneakers to me are one of the most easiest things to pair with pretty much everything, because I can either, you know, add them to an outfit that's casual, or I can add them to an outfit that's a little bit more sophisticated to kind of bring in that contrast and balance out the look. Okay, so the other pair of shoes I'm bringing are my Ganni boots, and these are made out of recycled rubber. I don't think they're 100% waterproof, but they're ultimately pretty waterproof. These are obviously like a Chelsea boot style. I think these are fantastic for bringing on a trip, especially somewhere like England. So something like this is just super practical, but yet I'm not losing my style. All right, so one more is the Jeffrey Campbell Tact boot. I've been wearing these a lot lately, you guys have seen, for the mere fact that they are so comfortable and yet super stylistic. I add these to so many looks because they just add a great bit of edge, a great bit of style to anything that I'm wearing. So if I'm wearing something super, super casual or super, super boyish, this is something just great to add to it. So with those 3 shoes, I feel like I have all of my style moods covered. I know that I'll be set. And 5th, we have these sprinkle pieces. Sprinkle pieces are the pieces that are going to be the little accents to your wardrobe, to your outfits. They're gonna be a little cherry on top, and that is usually going to be accessories. I've been super into like the square scarves, the bandana scarves lately, as I'm sure you guys know. So I'm just going to bring my kind of go-to, sort of looks like, it's kind of like leopard print-ish square scarf from Madewell, and then just a basic bandana scarf. But then as well as that, I am going to bring my bucket hat from Hat Attack. This is just a great one for packing. You just can fold it up and throw it in the suitcase. Normally my go-to hat in spring and summer is like a straw hat. But I got this last year and I love this because it is so easy to pack and it's very comfortable and it just goes with everything. I always like to bring a hat when I travel just because I like to keep the sun off my face, you know, keep this looking pristine. It's not 2020 anymore. So yeah, great for that. Okay, so there we have it. That is pretty much the core capsule wardrobe that I will be bringing with me on this trip. So yeah, I feel like this is a great capsule wardrobe that's going to get me through the month I'm in England with no problem, with lots of practicality and function, but as well as that good edgy chic style. Because you know I gotta have my edgy chic style. Edgy chic style. Say that 10 times fast. Okay. By working through these steps, this is going to allow for you to make sure you have all of those points covered, all of those categories covered, and then along with that, it's going to create the outfits sort of by default. Step number 5 is going through the looks. At this point, whether you are, got the rolling rack, whether you're, got it all laid out on the bed, or you're using the open wardrobe app, which I would say is probably the easiest because you can actually create your outfits within the app, so you can pull the different pieces in to create a sort of layout of the different outfits, and you can save those looks. So I definitely said that that was probably one of the easiest approaches, because then you can just see it all right there in front of you. Whatever way you want to go about it, I'd say now is where you want to make sure you're choosing a few outfits to kind of get an idea of where you're at, to get an idea of, is this actually going to be practical for me? Am I actually going to be using these in a functional way throughout the whole entire trip? But along with that, it also helps for you to figure out if you have significant events happening, or specific events happening that you need to make sure that you are dressing for. So maybe it's even for work that you're traveling, maybe it's a work/personal trip, whatever it may be. This way you can actually see the outfits and make sure that you are, have those outfits for those specific occasions as well. I think once you've done all of that, once you've created the wardrobe, you've figured out your outfits, now step number 6, pack it up. I think everybody's got their different approaches. I usually will pack, again, just how I create the capsule wardrobe, how I create that travel wardrobe. I'll start with my bottoms, and I'll do my tops, my layering pieces, and that sort of thing, because I then know that when I go to unpack my suitcase, because I'm definitely an unpacker, I do not like living out of a suitcase. If there's something for me to put my stuff in, I will unpack fully. So I like to kind of have that foresight of when I'm going to unpack, of making sure that I'm packing everything with its category. So I can just pull out my bottoms, put them in the drawer, pull out my tops, put them in a drawer. And that's sort of how my approach works. Love both a fold and a roll. Whatever needs to be done to fit those little nooks and crannies, I will do. I will say choosing a good suitcase is definitely key as well. Having a good suitcase can make all the difference when packing, when you have a suitcase that's efficient, and as well as a suitcase that is high quality. You're not gonna get a zipper that's sticking, that rolls real nice, and can really be put through a good pounding, through the airport, luggage process. So yeah, I'm always about that quality. We have one large check-in bag and one carry-on bag. For a family of 3, that's what we're bringing. We like to keep it real simple. All right, so there we have it. That is how to build a capsule wardrobe for your travel needs. So hopefully we'll be doing a lot of traveling this year, making up for some lost time, and hopefully this video is helpful for you in those travels. Okay, well, if today's video was helpful, if it was enjoyable, you know what to do. Give me that thumbs up, comment below, share with your friends, and subscribe for future weekly episodes, and click the little bell to get notified when I post those new episodes. All right, you stay healthy, stay safe, love and support each other, and we will definitely be chatting soon. Bye.